Okay, we're now on the record for Thursday morning's criminal docket, October 28, 2021. Mr. Banker, which is your case number, sir? Mr. Banker? Okay, is it on Jacob Gonzalez, number 31? You're on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, Judge, that's it. That's it.
Okay, CR 1802621-I. Is Mr. Gonzalez present?
I believe so.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this misdemeanor is out of a felony transaction. That case is not set till December. So we were hoping that this could be carried until we resolve that felony.
Okay, then that's fine. Then we'll go ahead and come back on. I believe it's January 25th. Ms. Castaneda, can you confirm? Oh, I found it. Yes, it's January 25th at 9:30.
Thank you so much, Judge. May we be excused?
You certainly may. Okay,
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Morena?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 12 and 13 on your docket. And my client is present and she needs the services of an interpreter.
Okay, that's CR 210378-I, CR 210379-I, State of Texas versus Cecilia Collins. Ms. Collins, please announce yourself.
Cecilia Collins, por favor, se anuncia.
Hola, buenos días.
Good morning.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, these two cases are set for status. I believe she still has a felony that has not been indicted yet. We have received discovery on this case, and I believe the last time we were before the court admonished my client on some potential violations. I think she's okay today on that.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you please give me an update on her?
She has her mobile device with Lifesaver, and the report for this past month has no violations.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please tell Ms. Collins thank you for adhering to the court's order and that she is reporting 0 violations at this time.
Ms. Collins, la corte le da las gracias por adherir las reglas de la corte y hasta ahorita tiene cero violaciones.
Gracias, su señoría.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, then, and what do you want to do with her cases, Mr. Morena?
I believe there's a felony out of the same incident that has not been indicted yet. I'm not sure if it's already an intake or if it's been presented yet. I checked on it this morning and there's no CR number, so I'm assuming she has not been indicted.
Okay, Mr. Sosa or Mr. Ramirez, do you show anything on your end regarding the felony?
That's correct, Your Honor. It's still an intake.
Okay. I'll have her come back on December 2nd at 9:30, only because of the apparatus.
And that's going to be for status, Judge?
Yes, it'll have to be for status. All right, anything else on Ms. Collins?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, Ms. Castaneda, please let her know to return on December 2nd at 9:30 and to give you a phone number, please.
Ms. Collins, su próxima corte es el día 2 de diciembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Por favor, ¿me puede dar su número de teléfono?
Ok, es 956-369-3716.
956-369-3716.
Okay, we'll see her at our next setting.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes,
Stay safe, Judge.
likewise. Okay,
Thank you.
Attorney Jonathan Almanza.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Almanza on regarding number 43 and 44 on your docket, Marco Ruiz Moreno. And my client is present, Your Honor.
Okay, give me one moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, And that's CR 20, I'm sorry, you said Marcos Moreno?
Yes, Marcos Ruiz Moreno, Your Honor, 43 and 44 on your docket.
Okay, CR 21-04586-I, CR 19-07733-I. And Mr. Moreno, please announce yourself. Mr. Moreno?
He's not unmuting himself, Your Honor. Well, I apologize. He couldn't make it to my office today. The last hearing he did, but
He just needs to unmute himself? Do you see him on there?
yeah, I can see him. Yeah, he's just muted. But yeah, his face is there. He's in front of the
Which
camera.
one is, oh, on the camera, okay. Is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
He speaks English, Your Honor.
That's fine. If you can verify that that's him, go ahead and make your announcement.
Yes, Your Honor. This was a reset. You had ordered him to pay a $200 fine for 4 late tests to the Rainbow Room. There was some confusion. The Rainbow Room wouldn't accept his donation, so it did go in late, but at no fault of his own, Your Honor. I did contact the court and the DA's office. That donation was made, and I did file that yesterday with the court, and it was accepted.
Okay, that's fine. And Ms. Soto, can you give me an update on his report, please?
Judge, has his mobile device was sober since he had 2 missed tests and 1 late test, Judge.
Alrighty. Okay, I need him to unmute because I need to know why is he testing late? I mean, are the windows not working for him or what?
And based on talking to my client, Your Honor, he does have some, he is disabled and stuff. I think it's more a memory thing, Your Honor. He has had some, serious medical issues throughout the last 10 years. And I think part of it's memory issue. Part of it is just, and I don't want to blame it completely on that, Your Honor, but that's what it's like. But I have explained to him, the importance of it. And obviously this fine, it was not cheap. He is on a fixed income. So I know that $200, hurt him. But is there a way for us to unmute him, Your Honor? I'm messaging him to unmute himself, but
I can only ask him to unmute, but he has to do it himself.
okay, let me give him a quick call, Your Honor.
Let me see if he'll respond to that.
Oh, there you
There
go.
he is. Mr. Moreno, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, sir. So you're still having some late tests and a missed test. Can you let me know what's the problem? Are you having issues with the time, the window time?
the problem is when I had my accident, somehow it hurt my head, my mind, and I'm a little deaf, and some senses, I lost some senses. That is the reason why sometimes I miss them.
Okay. So what about putting alarms on your phone?
Yes, I did that. Yes, and sometimes the phone resets itself, and then it erases the memories, the time alarms. Sometimes the phone by itself, that's what it does.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to please contact Miss Soto. Do you have her phone number?
No, but probably Mr. Amansa can provide it for me.
Mr. Almanza, do you
maybe.
have the phone number to the probation department?
I do, Your Honor, but if you can just have it one more time just to confirm that I have the correct number, and I'll text it to him right now.
Okay,
My office number is 956-587-6084.
And I'll text that to him right now. Mr. Moreno, you're gonna have to call her right now after the hearing.
Okay, yes, I will.
okay. So, Mr. Moreno, can you please give me your phone number?
Yes, 956-685-8635.
Okay, Ms. Soto, maybe you can discuss some options with him, ma'am. If you can help me with that.
I will, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, anything else, Mr. Almanzo?
No, Your Honor, may I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney Eloy Hernandez? Attorney Eloy Hernandez? Okay, Mr. Heller?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 56 on your docket.
Okay, somebody's not muted. Ms. Cedillo, thank you. I got that. Do not disturb figured out.
Great, Judge.
All right, okay. CR 2103-118-I. State of Texas versus Abel Patino. Is Mr. Patino present?
Yes, Judge, he is.
Mr. Patino, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm connected.
Okay, please turn on your camera. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we are just about finished putting together the PTD packet. We need a little bit more time to submit it.
What was lacking?
Right now, all we're missing is a copy of his driver's license and a copy of his insurance.
Do you have a driver's license, Mr. Patino?
No, ma'am, I don't have a driver's license, but I had paid for the reimbursement or the
Reinstatement?
Reinstatement, sorry, for my driver's license. So I'm just gonna go get it.
Okay, so when did you pay that reinstatement fee?
I paid it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so have you been cleared to go and get your driver's license again?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Okay.
Judge, he is eligible on via the website.
Okay, so he needs to get it because he's wasting your time. If he doesn't hurry up and do that, he paid it 2 weeks ago. And the only thing you're doing is delaying yourself, Mr. Patino, if you don't turn in your things to your attorney, because the DA's office only has so much manpower to review the packets. So the sooner you get it into him, the sooner he's able to turn it in for you.
Oh, Your Honor, I also had COVID the time that I had to pay for that. So it also I didn't have a chance to be going to the places to get my driver's license.
Mr. Heller, just get with your client and have him print that out from the website then if he qualifies for that, so that you can go ahead and get that packet turned in, because it is taking about almost 3 months to review it.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so then, Mr. Patino, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I'll go ahead and see where you're at by the end of the year on December the 14th at 9:30.
Very good, Judge. Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez, your case?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. I apologize. I was in another court. Your Honor, I have number 39, I believe, on your docket, Eduardo Markowski.
CR 20-07307-I, is Mr. Malkowski present?
Yes, Your Honor. He is present on Zoom.
Hello. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. My client was approved for the PTD program, Your Honor. We had previously submitted his application. However, my client is planning on moving away from the valley for work purposes, Your Honor. And I wanted to follow up with Ms. Lozano or with somebody at the DA's office to see if perhaps he might consider an ADR in lieu of the PTD program, Your Honor. My client does have the funds to pay all the fees related to that, Your Honor. So if they could reconsider and perhaps allow that, we could hopefully get everything paid and submitted relatively quickly, Your Honor. So I wanted to ask the court just for a little time so I could follow up with the DA's office on that to see if they would maybe consider an ADR in lieu of PTD.
Mr. Hernandez, if I may, I don't think we would consider an ADR. I've never seen it done before. I can staff it, but on DWIs, we just, it's kind of unheard of.
Okay, well,
And when do you plan to speak to them? Like, well, when is your client planning on moving?
well, he would like to move, Your Honor, assuming if we could get a bus down and get everything paid, he would probably be leaving the area immediately after that. His plans are to try to go away very soon. So I wasn't aware, Your Honor, that the DA's office was not considering bus downs on DWIs, Your Honor. I don't know if the court would allow me just an opportunity to.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hernandez.
No, that's fine.
Bus downs do happen, but as to an ADR to the DWI, it's just, I was confused because ADRs typically, is a class, X, whatever conditions, and then dismissal. A bus down is something we can staff. Just kindly shoot us an email and I'll talk to my supervisors as soon as possible.
Okay, I apologize. I misspoke. I was asking for consideration for a bus down on this in light of the fact that my client will be plans on leaving the valley soon. So if that could be considered, we have talked to my client. He does have funds available to pay any of the fines and related fees. So we could get that tendered and paid relatively quickly.
And I'm sorry, Judge. We'll just wait for your email and I'll go ahead and staff that as soon as possible.
I can email Mr. Sosa this morning, Your Honor, with the information, and that way perhaps they can review it and reconsider, Your Honor. I don't know if the court would allow perhaps a reset of about 3 weeks or so. Maybe, I don't know if that would be enough time for Mr. Sosa.
Well, this staffing has to occur with you and with either Mr. Gonzalez or Mr. Garza or whomever is stepping in for Ms. Lozano at this time. And these staffings need to occur quickly because what's happening is that when the announcements are being made, then sometimes the defense counsel is waiting for the call to come to them, and that's not going to happen. Everyone needs to be proactive and trying to get in there quickly, because if not, then they're not gonna be able to make time for you all. So, and I really don't know what they're doing on these bus downs or anything like that. So the only thing to do is to get in there and talk to them as soon as possible. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and have y'all come back on November the 16th. And by then I need to have Mr. Sosa, if you can please make sure and have that meeting a good time prior to then, and that a response happens, because it's either going to be yes or no. It doesn't need to be taking too much time. So by November 16th at 9:30, I need to know whether it's going to occur or not occur, because we need to move on with it.
Yes, Judge, the quickest way is email. I just forward that email and, include my notes, my considerations. And then, of course, it's out of my hands at that point.
Yes, Your Honor, and I don't have any Zoom hearings tomorrow morning, Your Honor. So if Mr. Gonzalez or whomever from the DA's office is available, I can go and meet with them in person as well, if that's possible.
Okay, well, I'm sure they'll accommodate you. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor, may my client and I be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you. Likewise, Mr. Elizondo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gustavo Elizondo here with my client Luis Araujo, and his cause number is CR-21-5076.
What number is he on the court docket?
My apologies, Judge. I don't have a court docket.
Okay, the court docket is attached to the email that has a link. That's the docket that the court follows. And in the email, it states that I'm asking you to please have the number, because it's easier for me to find it in a docket that's 17 pages long. Your client happens to be very lucky in being number 1. So his charge is reckless driving?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Have you filed your notice of appearance?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Were you retained or appointed?
Retained, Your Honor.
Okay. So your waiver of arraignment was accepted, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement as to status?
Judge, I've been speaking to Mr. Sosa from the state, and we are in plea negotiations, and we're close. We just need a little bit more time to finalize a deal. I've asked him for a reduction that he needs to staff, so we're asking for a short reset, Judge, to see if that's going to be possible.
Okay, how short?
I think 30 days should suffice. Is that okay, Mr. Sosa?
First, I'll defer to the court.
30 days, Judge.
December 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have this morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, J.R. Ramirez?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have Viviana Garay. There's two cases, CR-21-04949-I. And the other one is CR-21-04952-I. And based on the email I have, it's number 22 and 23.
Okay. All right. It's number 20 and 21. I'm not sure why it changed, but, and what is Ms. Garay here?
Yes.
All right, and what is your announcement, counselor?
She'll be placed on the DWI PTD program. She already got approved yesterday, so we just need to pay the fee.
Okay, so are you requesting the payment letter at this time?
That's correct, and a short reset.
Okay,
Your Honor, I show in my notes that the payment letter was already sent.
okay, when was it sent?
Let me pull up Odyssey and get you an exact date.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we received it yesterday.
Okay, so then, and does your client have any issue taking the UA?
No.
Okay. Okay, so when would you like to come in for placement?
Can it be 3 weeks from now?
November 16th at 1:30? Is that enough time?
Yeah, let me make sure I don't have anything that overlaps that real quick.
Your Honor, just for clarification, she's going to be placed on the DWI court, correct?
No, it's,
PTD.
no,
PTD,
PTD
okay.
placement, no.
Okay, sounds good.
November 16th is perfect, Judge.
Okay, November 16th at 1:30.
Judge, if I may, Judge, Connie Soto,
Yeah.
she does have a mobile device for the toxalog, Judge, and she does have violations. She had 15 missed tests. And on October the 22nd at 7:39, she did have an alcohol reading of a 0.043, and there was no retest done after that.
Okay, is this her first admonishment?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Okay. So Ms. Garay, you have a mobile device or an interlock device?
It's a interlock.
Okay. So if it's an interlock device and it's on your vehicle and you had an alcohol reading, which tells me that you.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not on my phone. I have
So
to
it's
do
a
it.
mobile. So it's a mobile
Yeah.
device.
Oh,
You
mobile.
can hold it.
Yes.
Okay. So you have 15 missed tests and you have one alcohol reading. First of all, you're not supposed to be drinking while you're out on bond because that's part of your bond conditions, number one. Number two, you cannot be missing any tests. If you can't follow it right now that you're not on the program, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to last long on that program after your attorney worked hard to get you into that program. He can only do so much. And then the rest is on you, such as your actions, because your actions are going to have consequences. And so you need to be following the rules. So this is your first admonishment. If you come before me again, when it comes time for PTD placement and you have violations at that time, I will not accept you into the PTD program. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge, I understand.
So if you have any questions as to testing windows, what constitutes an alcohol violation, missed test, anything of that sort, you
Judge,
can ask your probation officer or your attorney, and they can assist you. Yes, Mr. Ramirez.
Yeah, I was gonna get with Ms. Soto to see if we can change the morning window because she works the graveyard shift. So it's hard for her to wake up and blow on the mobile device. So see if we can push it back down to later that morning instead of early in the morning.
All she has to do is turn in a copy of her schedule to Miss Soto, and Miss Soto does work with their work schedule. And then they'll modify the windows for her.
Okay.
But you do have to contact Miss Soto. Do you have her phone number, Miss Garay?
No, I don't.
Okay, do you have something to ride with?
Yes.
It's 956.
We can provide it to her. I wrote it down right now, 956-587-6084.
Okay, so your attorney has that for you. Ms. Garay, what's your phone number?
956-281-2889.
Okay. All right, okay, well then, she'll just pay what she needs to, do the UA, it's clean, and then we'll see you back here on November 16th at 1:30. Make sure you get those windows adjusted prior to then, or else you're gonna have violations.
Yes.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Ramirez?
No, Judge, maybe we be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vega.
Judge, I have Mr. Brown. He should be logged on already. Jeremy Brown, number 6 on your docket. Previous announcement was that we're going to try to do the pretrial diversion. I discussed it with my client that he had to plead guilty. And that is the obstruction that we have. Judge, we can't overcome that. If it was a no contest plea, we might be able to get it done. But so we're asking for a trial, Judge.
Okay, CR 1710124-I, Mr. Jeremy Brown, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Speak again, please, because I didn't see you.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Then what we'll do is we'll have you come back on January the 25th, Mr. Vega.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we do already have pretrial and trial dates that we are ready to give, but we need to just make sure that we're clear for those. So by the 25th, I'll be able to give you your pretrial and trial dates.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and just so you know, we won't be starting trials in this court because of our situation until, and I'm not talking about COVID situation, I'm talking about, I don't have a courtroom situation,
Oh.
in May or June.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so January 25th, Mr. Brown at 9:30. All right, anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Guajardo?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 69, 70, and 71 on your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 21-02594-I. CR 21-02593-I and CR 21-02592-I. State of Texas versus Gilberto Rodriguez Sr. And is Mr. Rodriguez present?
He's present, Your Honor. He's going to need the services of an interpreter, Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I've been discussing this matter with Mr. Sosa, and I just barely got a recommendation this morning. I still like some more time to discuss it with him to see which way we're going to go on this case. So if I can just get another reset, I would really appreciate that.
Okay, and how much time do you need to review the recommendation with your client?
Let me see, Judge, if we can have something in early November, that'd be good.
Are you asking to be on the status docket or on the plea docket?
Yeah, in the status docket, Judge, I'm not sure. I'm going to try and have a conversation with Mr. Sosa today or tomorrow. And it's either going to be that we're going to work it out or we need to start filing our motions either way. But it looks 50-50.
Okay.
So,
all right. Let me see, Ms. Rivera or Ms. Castañeda, do we still have room on November 9th at 9:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, November 9th at 9:30.
if you would give me a quick second, Judge, just to make sure, because I know I'm going to be, yes, I'm here. That's a good day for me, Judge.
I'm glad.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
All right, November
May we both
9th
be
at
excused?
9:30. Yes, I'm sorry.
May we both be excused, Judge? That's all I got.
Sure. Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that he's to return on November 9th at 9:30.
Mr. Rodríguez, su próxima corte es el día 9 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Mr. Wayland.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present on number 82 on your docket. Angel Brian Zamaripa, CR 210498 dash I guess.
Yes. Mr. Samaripa present.
Yes, Your Honor, he's current with me.
Good morning, Honor.
Good morning, sir. So how are we doing on this case?
Your Honor, we got most of it done. There's a outstanding ticket that popped up with McAllen and it's $300. And he's looking for part-time work so he can take care of that because the PTD can't go through, and he showed up too late for his drug test, so he has to go back and do that. He doesn't have a vehicle and he lives in Rio Grande City, so he's going to have to get better at making arrangements. So we're asking for a short recess of 30 days so he can get the money to pay the McAllen ticket, and he needs to go by in the next couple of days and have his drug test.
Okay. So look, Mr. Samaripa, let me put him on the screen, please.
Yes.
Okay. So first, let's start with the positives. I've seen a huge improvement in you and your appearance from the first time that you appeared in my court to now. So that tells me that you're working towards something better. Second of all, you're looking for part-time work. We do have an employment specialist that I do order any unemployed defendant to talk to. I don't know if she can help you with looking for something in Starr County, but it doesn't hurt to talk to Ms. Trejo and see if she has any notices of anybody looking for work in your area, because obviously transportation is a difficult thing for you right now, right?
Yes,
so I'm going to have you speak to Ms. Trejo. Ms. Soto, can you assist the court and give him Ms. Trejo's phone number, and if you can write it down, Mr. Samaripa, please.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll write it down for my client.
It is 956-587-6000.
Okay. Second of all, showing up late to the UA, I don't know. I don't know if it was because of a ride. I don't know if it was because of avoidance. I don't know. Now you're going to have another opportunity to take it. You need to make arrangements because honestly, like the PTD program is a great opportunity for you to put this behind you. Once you complete it, you're done. And you're able to have this matter dismissed. So the sooner that you do it, the sooner that you're going to get this past you. You know what I mean? So I need you to make those arrangements with a family member, with a friend, as soon as possible, because I'm not going to give you too much time. And you're already 1 foot in the door, which is a lot more than a lot of people can say. You're down to just taking the UA. So, you need to get that ticket paid realistically. I know your attorney's asking for about 30 days. I need to know from you realistically. Are you going to be able to pay that ticket within 30 days or how much time do you think you're going to need?
Well, I just recently got my benefits for my Social Security since I'm disabled. So I just got approved for that, and they're gonna approve my housings, and I just got approved for my my Medicaid. So I've been trying to go to all my doctor's appointments, and me and my mom, we weren't really talking. So now that I have my check, I rented my own apartment now. So, but it's still very little. It's like I only get $500.
Okay. I'm going to have you come back on December 14th. So I'm going to give you more than 30 days. I want to realistically instead of resetting you with the same announcement, I'm gonna give you until then so that you can pay that and take your UA, and so that we can see if you're gonna be ready for placement. Mr. Wayland, if by that time he's ready for placement, let us know and we'll move you from the 9:30 to 1:30. It'll be December 14th at 9:30 at this time.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice weekend.
You too. Ms. Cedillo?
Yes, Judge, good morning. I have number 25 on the court's docket, Jose Manuel Garcia.
And is Mr. Garcia present?
He is, Judge.
Your Honor, I'm present.
Oh, thank you. CR 20-03583-I, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, with regards, this is the first time my client is before the court, Judge. We previously submitted an arraignment. He was present, and I think there was some technical difficulties, so we got rescheduled till today. My understanding is that pursuant to the court order, he was to get an interlock. I believe that is a concern for him, Judge. He's unable to do that unless that's changed. Mr. Garcia, have you been able to get the interlock?
Yes, ma'am. I installed the interlock as soon as I could, which was maybe like 3 days after, but
Okay.
I have it in my vehicle at the moment.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him yet?
Judge, he does have the interlock with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay.
Your Honor, and
Okay.
I believe on this one, we recently got a recommendation, Judge, that I will be reviewing with my client.
Okay, so how much time are you requesting?
I just really need maybe 2 to 3 weeks, Judge, whatever the court's available.
Okay. And are you asking for a status or a plea docket?
I would be asking for a status at this time, Judge.
Okay. Do we still have
Your
room
Honor,
on-
just to let the court know, it's a PTD recommendation, Your Honor, so I don't know if we need a little bit more time.
Okay, so he'll be applying for PTD.
Correct, Judge.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
I haven't gone over the terms with my client, but I anticipate that would be.
Okay, we'll have him come back on December the 2nd at 9:30. And what we'll do is see if you can get your packet in between now and then if he is going to do that. And then that way it'll start the clock ticking for the review.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll call him today and get that going.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, what's your phone number?
Yes, my phone number is 956-342-5374.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You may be excused.
Well, actually, Your Honor, I do have one more case before the court.
Oh, okay, then Mr. Garcia is excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You go ahead.
That would be number 4 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Ray Saldua. He is also present. He usually appears under Ray's iPhone.
Okay, Mr. Ansaldua, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your
Go
Honor,
ahead.
Mr. Saldua, we're just pending a driver's license to complete the PTD packet, Judge.
Okay, wasn't he gonna, I gave him that 6 to 8 weeks.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, and did he get the appointment?
Mr. Saldua, were you able to get that appointment done?
No, I haven't, because I've been work.
Did you try to get the appointment? I mean, Mr. Ansaldua, when I give somebody 6 to 8 weeks to get an appointment with DPS, it's not so that you can take 6 to 8 weeks to even try to get the appointment. It's for you to make the appointment immediately, because it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to set you. They're gonna give you a date out 6 to 8 weeks. So you just wasted my time and your attorney's time. So you did nothing in that time period.
If I may, I believe that he did have an appointment, Judge. There was an issue with the SR-22, and so he was to reschedule, and I think that's where we're at.
So have you called to reschedule?
Yes, I called, but I'm not close to home.
I apologize for interrupting. Edgar Cantu, please get up.
Okay. I mean, Miss City, I extended a big courtesy to him in doing that, and then it's I mean, what was the problem with the SR-22? He didn't have one, or it was done incorrectly, or what?
He didn't
Yes, I
have
didn't
one.
have one.
And do you have one now?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you right now?
Louisiana.
And when are you coming back?
In 3 weeks.
Well, I suggest that you get that appointment, call in for that appointment, and see if you can get in during the time period that you're gonna be here, okay?
This one.
Ugh, 2 to 3 weeks, okay. December 2nd is the closest date to that I have, at 9:30.
Judge, if I may judge, he does have his mobile device with safety check and he had 5 late tests.
Are you testing late because of the windows, or which is the test that he's testing late on?
The last one, the 10 to 12, he's taking it after midnight, and then there's some in the morning, Judge.
Okay, what's the problem, Mr. Ansando?
It's because I've been working night shift, so they don't let me
Do you have a schedule that they give
test
you?
it. I don't, but I could ask for one.
That needs to be turned into your probation officer,
Okay.
okay? And turn that in to call Ms. Soto. Do you have Ms. Soto's phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, call Ms. Soto, talk to her about your testing windows, okay? And next time you appear, don't be in the bed. All right, I see your blankets, the headboard, all of that good stuff. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your phone number?
432 258 6032.
Ms. Soto, do you have that phone number?
Yes, Judge, I do.
All right. Okay, we'll see you back here on December 2nd at 9:30 and get that appointment, sir.
Thank you, Judge. That was my last case. Nothing further. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Look, let me remind you all, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not being called at this time, I'll allow you to have your camera off. When it comes to have your turn, you turn your camera on. But don't disrespect me and be in bed or asleep or lying down or slouched over like Mr. Cantu is. Thank you. And when your turn to have the video camera on, have it on you, not your chest, not your forehead, not anywhere else except on your face, okay? So everybody here has a lot of things to do, and everyone's trying, especially the attorneys and my probation officer and my the ADAs, and you know, everyone is trying to juggle more than one thing. And I'm sure you all are too. But this process takes time. And I understand it's not the most exciting thing of your day. However, this is a courtroom nonetheless. So you need to act like you're in a courtroom. I have a lot of patience, but eventually it's going to run out. So respect me just the way I respect you. Okay. Mr. Munoz, are you standing in for Jorge Munoz?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what case?
Judge, he has number 33, Roel Gonzalez. And I believe he's on the screen as well, Judge.
CR 21-05203-I, Roel Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, Mr. Munoz is just asking for some additional time. I believe he's going to try to work the case out with the state judge.
Okay, so he's going to be wanting a recommendation?
I believe so, Judge.
Your Honor, if I may, he is PTD eligible, so that's the route they want to go with. We're open to that.
I will let him know, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, by any chance, are you on an alcohol monitoring device, mobile or interlock?
Yes, I have the interlock device.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any information on him yet?
Yes, Judge, he has his interlock device with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay. Is this Mr. Gonzalez's first DWI or second?
Have it as his first,
This is his first DWI?
at least in Hidalgo County, yes, Your Honor.
Well, wouldn't it show in your system if he's had previous arrests in the state of Texas or?
No, Judge, we would have to do a RAP report request.
And then what is, did he have an accident?
No, there was no accident, Your Honor.
And how long has he been on the device?
Judge, I believe March, Judge.
Okay. All right, so let Mr. Munoz know that he's PTD eligible, please, and if he wants to do that, if he can start on the packet as soon as possible. And how much time are you requesting?
30 days, Judge. I'm not sure how long it takes right now for the PTD packet to be reviewed.
Well, I just need it submitted by December 2nd. If he's going to apply for PTD, and it does take about 90 days from the day that you submit it. So it's taking a while. Okay, so December 2nd at 9:30, you're to return, Mr. Gonzalez, okay?
Okay.
What is
ma'am.
your phone number? What's your phone number, sir?
956-475-5137.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Yes, Judge, number 40, Juan Mendez.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, you're excused.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
021-05686-I, State of Texas versus Juan Mendez. Mr. Mendez, are you present? Juan Mendez, are you present?
He should be present, Judge. I thought I saw him on the screen.
Yes, I think he was the one that was lying down, just not sure if on the sofa or. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's on a sofa. Is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
I'm not sure, Judge. I've never met him. I know that he's not a U.S. citizen. So
Okay, señor Juan Méndez, ¿me escucha? Ok. Por favor, ¿se puede sentar derecho, por favor? Gracias. Ok, ¿se puede quitar? Ahí abajo hay un micrófono. Si lo puede imprimir, por favor. Okay, well, let the record reflect that Juan Mendez is the same defendant and this cause number has acknowledged that he can hear me, but he cannot unmute himself. So what is your announcement, counsel?
Judge, Mr. Munoz is also asking for some more additional time on this case. I'm not sure what the goal is here. I'm assuming Mr. Munoz will file a motion to suppress since he's not a U.S. citizen, Judge.
Okay, he just hasn't indicated when it's going to be filed.
That's right, Judge. I'm not sure, and I'm just speculating here, but I'm sure he's going to go that route.
I'll give him December 2nd at 9:30 as well, but before then, if he's going to file the motion to suppress, if he can have it on file prior to then and an order setting hearing, indicating whether it'll be a virtual hearing or an in-person hearing, please.
Yes, Judge, I'll let him know.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you show if he has a device?
I have no information on a device, Judge.
All right.
I have in my notes here, Judge, that he doesn't have one. It was a Class B, and I don't think there was an accident, Judge.
Okay. All right, then you are excused then, Mr. Munoz, if you don't have anything else, or did you have another case?
Judge, yes, I have two more. Number 17, Sarai Delgado. She should be on Zoom.
Ms. Villarreal, Sarai Villarreal.
Sarai
Oh, it's
Delgado.
Delgado,
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
CR 20-07591-I. Okay, go ahead.
Judge, I have in my notes here that it's going to be an ADR. I believe they worked it out. They're just waiting on the background check from the DA's office.
Okay, can Mr. Sosa or Mr. Ramirez, can you confirm?
Hey, what number of the docket was that, Your Honor?
There's 17.
In my notes, I see that she completed the diversionary program on October 19, 2021.
Are you showing that she was approved, ADR approved?
That's what I'm confirming, Your Honor.
Judge, I have notes saying that the case has been closed and a dismissal has been tendered.
Okay, so that means she completed, she was approved, completed, and it's already been tendered. Did I sign the dismissal?
1 second, Judge.
Okay,
Yes, Judge, it's been signed and entered.
okay, then congratulations, Ms. Delgado. This chapter is over for you.
Thank you. Finally.
All right, you take care. Good luck to you, ma'am.
You're on.
Yes. All right, next one.
Judge, the last one is my case, number 50, Dora Ocaña.
Ocañas. And no relation. CR 20-03595-I. Okay, Ms. Ocañas, are you present? Dora Ocañas.
She's Spanish speaking judge and she is present.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, can you see if she can announce herself, please?
Dora Ocañas, por favor, se anuncia.
You see her on what number where is she on your screen?
She's under Galaxy A50. She's trying to announce herself, but she's on mute.
Okay, so you do recognize her?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let the record reflect that the attorney recognizes his client, the defendant on this matter, and I'll accept the announcement at this time. Go ahead, Mr. Munoz.
Judge, the court gave us until this date to see if she was going to be able to get a Mexican license, which she was not. So we're going to go ahead and file a motion to suppress. And I believe it's going to be in person, Judge. We'll go ahead and file it today.
So I thought you had your motion to suppress filed. I think you're just pending your order setting hearing.
Okay.
So if you want to submit your order setting hearing, indicate that it's in person. And we've already booked our December and January's. So you'll be on the February. It'll be in February.
Okay, Judge. I'll go ahead and do that today.
Okay.
That's
All
all,
right.
Judge. This morning, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. And if you can contact your client and let her know that she's also excused.
I would.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Mulder?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have Gloria Nagel, number 47 and 48 on your docket this morning. She is present. She was on page 2 just a minute ago.
Yes, I saw her. CR 118872-I, CR 119057-I. Okay, were you able to work it out after all?
Well, I've been dealing with Ms. Garena, who I understand has been reassigned, and she forwarded a summary of what we've done so far. I want to say Friday to one of her colleagues, and they were going to take it up the chain of command for a Class C. We are prepared to make restitution in full. I can FedEx a cashier's check at any time. I think we're just waiting to hear if they can authorize a reduction.
Okay, Mr. Sosa or Mr. Ramirez, do you have any notes?
Regarding that conversation, no, Your Honor, with the conversation between him and the previous ADA.
Did you get the summary?
Well, who got the summary? Who got the email summary that Ms. Guarena submitted? She said if she submitted it, she had to have submitted it to one of you all. So who received it?
1 second, Your Honor.
I want to say it was Friday. I read it Saturday when my email was updating it, and I can't find it, or I would forward it again.
I don't have anything in my email, Your Honor.
Okay.
I did find one, so there's been communication.
Okay.
Are you just reading it for the first time right now, Mr. Ramirez? You hadn't seen that email since Friday?
Correct, Your Honor, but our supervisor did not approve it. He said they would not be in agreement to a bust down the cases.
That's correct, Your Honor. Best we can do is move forward with PTD placement, then modify the conditions. Allow defense.
Well, the defendant is not from Hidalgo County. Are you gonna allow anything to happen?
Sorry, Your Honor, to report by mail would be acceptable.
So a PTD, but report by mail?
We would be okay with that.
I'll give you an opportunity, Mr. Mulder, to get all the details with respect to the PTD placement and what it entails to be on that program. So you can speak to Ms. Nagel to see if she's even able to comply
Okay.
with those things. It's not very difficult. Is this gonna be a 6-month PTD? Or would it be a 1 year?
I believe it's 6 months, Judge. I would have to verify, but contingent on my verification, I believe.
Okay, usually it's 6 months to a year. They'll probably have her take like a theft class or something like that. She'll have to pay a PTD fee. And but I'll give you some time to get familiar with that. And that way you can speak to Ms. Nagel and she has a right to see whether or not she can comply with that program. I know you've been working for several months towards the bust down, but you know, things happen.
Okay.
So I'll have y'all come back on December the 2nd at 9:30. If you're ready for PTD placement by that time, then go ahead and let me know and we'll change you to the 1:30 docket.
Okay, very good.
Okay? All right, anything else?
No, ma'am. May we be excused? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that this is a special exception and it just would have to be coordinated with the probation department, but we're completely in agreement with having the defendant report by mail.
Okay. Well, he'll discuss the things. If you need a, I know you're out of town, so if you need a packet so that you can go over that, if for Mr. Ramirez and Mr. Sosa, if somebody can let Mr. Mulder know how he can get a hold of a packet, so he can have that packet to review with his client. So it'll be more realistic for her in making a decision.
Yes, Your Honor, if you can just kindly shoot us an email, we'll get that to him as soon as possible.
And I don't see your email here on the.
It's gonna be my name, Eduardo.Sosa.
Okay.
At da.co.hidalgo.tx.us.
Very good. I will send one momentarily.
Thank you, Mr. Mulder.
Thanks. Are we excused?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yes. All right. Mr. Kennedy?
Good morning, Judge. I have one case on your docket this morning. It is number 78.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. We have a plea ready to go.
Ms. Villegas?
I was like, that didn't sound like your voice.
Yeah.
Eduardo Treviño, Mr. Treviño, can you hear me? Eduardo Treviño, can you hear me? Eduardo Treviño, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you sound really far away. Is there any way that you can raise your volume or get closer to your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Just so that my court reporter can hear you. All right, that's CR 1714155-I. And what is your announcement?
And Judge, I wanted to get some guidance on the court. On this case, we had a motion to suppress in County Court 4, and the legal issue that was at heart of the suppression was a case of first impression before the 13th Court of Appeals, because the same issue was being litigated before the Dallas Court of Appeals and was going to go before the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. What happened was we lost the motion suppressed and we timely filed a motion for finding of facts and conclusions of law, and the court never entered them. And so since this is a case of first impression, it was going to be vital. I'm not sure if the court wants to enter it or send it back to County Court 4 for those findings. I'm not sure what. It seems like all the cases that we filed finding the fact conclusions law got farmed out to your court and to County Court 10.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I can't file findings of fact and conclusions of law on a case that I didn't hear. So I honestly, I would have to staff it with my presiding judge for the county courts and see what they're gonna have me do. So what I'll do is I'll give myself a deadline to December 2nd and make sure to see what they tell me. And then that way you'll either receive a transfer back to the original court that transferred to me, or you'll receive some sort of setting if I'm going to keep it. Okay.
Sure. I think so. What I've thought about, because I've had to deal with this on with Judge Marroquin, is either it's either be transferred or if they won't let you transfer, maybe a rehearing on it.
Yes, that's probably if it doesn't get transferred back or they don't accept it, then I would have to hear it.
Okay, Judge. So in that case, I'm asking for a motion for continuance for that purpose.
That's fine. The court will continue it on its own motion since I need to staff it as well. So it'll be December 2nd at 9:30. And if my staff can make a note, please. All right. Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, but I will see you this afternoon.
Okay.
Have a good, we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Mr. Flores? Javier Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor. Abiel
Good
Flores,
morning,
I have
sir.
number 67 on the court's criminal docket.
CR 20-03267-I, State of Texas versus Philip Ramos. Is Mr. Ramos present?
Yes, Your Honor.
There you go. I saw
Sorry.
shoulders, but no head.
Yeah, my aunt has like a little tape on her camera, but yes, I'm here.
Your aunt is smart.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Flores, what is your announcement?
Your Honor, on this case, he has been indicted on the felony. We were set maybe about 2 weeks ago, and it was reset to November 19th. In my discussions with the felony prosecutor, it appears we have an agreement. I anticipate they're going to want me to resolve this case as part of that agreement. And so we're currently set for the 19th of November. And I heard you say that you had something on the 16th. I don't know if you could give us November 16th.
Sure. The status or the plea docket?
If it could be the plea docket, Your Honor, because I'm going to have to take care of this case probably first.
Okay, November 16th at 1:30.
That's all I have regarding this.
Did the felony arise out of this transaction or it was separate?
No, it was a separate transaction.
No wonder. Okay. All right. So November 16th at 1:30. Mr. Ramos, do you happen to have an apparatus, either a mobile or an interlock device?
I have an interlock device in my truck.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he has his interlock device with a toxin lock and there's no violations.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ramos, and we'll see you back here on November 16th at 1:30. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Ramos, I'm sorry. What's your phone number?
956-961-9821.
Okay. Is this the only case you had, Mr. Flores?
It is, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then y'all have a good day. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good week.
Thank you. You too. Okay, Ms. Barredo?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have number 62 through 66, Sammy Ramirez.
Okay, CR 18-01795-I, CR 17-12802-I, CR 17-12803-I, CR 17-12997-I, and CR 21-03623-I. State of Texas versus Sammy Ramirez. Is Mr. Ramirez present?
Judge, he was having some trouble getting on the Zoom and connecting, but I did give him the call-in number, and I believe he's on the bottom, the 956 ending in 541.
Okay, Sammy Ramirez, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself, Sammy? Well, let me ask you, Ms. Barredo, do you verify that those are the last 3 digits of the phone number you have for your client?
Yes, Judge, I verify those are the last 3 digits of my client's phone number.
Okay, then go ahead. I'll let you move on with your announcement.
The announcement on this case, Judge, is he still has a felony pending at intake, and because he has so many charges, this is a case that I hope to work out with the felony court, so we can do a one big plea deal, Judge. So we're asking for more time.
All right, Ms. Soto, do you show if Mr. Ramirez has a device?
No, Judge, I'm not showing that any information.
Okay, so and Ms. Barredo, if you can do me a favor and file your notice of appearance so that
I will,
they can
Judge. I'll do
update
that.
it.
Notice of appearance and substitution on a few, I believe, or I believe all of them, because they were my my dad's cases. And
Yes.
I believe Catherine Perez was on another one. So I'll do that today, Judge.
Okay, yes, we're gonna clarify that, like, whether or not they're gonna continue to require the motions for substitute and the notice of appearance in order to change you all. So they might give me the leeway, and in that case, I would just say a notice of appearance, right? But then you run into the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure that state in order to remove an attorney, you have to have the motion for substitution because you're actually substituting in, allowing one attorney to get out for whatever reason and subbing in another one. But since Mr. Osuna likes to do a lot of research and appellate stuff, he can go ahead and look that up for me. All right, so Ms. Barreto, okay, so then we'll go ahead and do you have a setting on his felony yet?
No, Judge, it's just still at intake. He was arrested July 31st, so I know it takes for the felonies 6 to 8 months. I've seen a year.
I've seen a year too right now. Well, since he doesn't have a device, I'll go ahead and have him come back on January the 25th.
January 25th.
At 9:30.
Very well, Judge. May he be excused. I do have another case.
Yes, he may be excused. Hold on.
The next case I have is number 30, Angel Yahid Gonzalez, and he is present on Zoom.
Okay, Angel Gonzalez, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 21-03458-I. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, the state and I have agreed on an ADR, so I will be having my client start that as soon as possible.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see where he's at by December the 2nd then, at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, is that all you
I
have?
Yes,
All right.
may we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez? Attorney Jose Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What number?
Number 80, Judge.
Okay. CR 20-2140-I. State of Texas versus Sergio Villarreal. Is Mr. Villarreal present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we were set for arraignment last week, and you reset us. So he was already arraigned, but you reset us for today for the court to consider my motion to modify the condition of his bond, which is the interlock device.
Okay.
Mr. Villarreal has had the interlock device for close to 2 years, Judge, in his vehicle. So the court was asking probation department to investigate that for the court's information.
Yes, thank you for the summary on that, because I was like, why did I have him come back? Usually I can remember, but it's been quite a day today. So Ms. Soto, did we get the report in on Mr. Villarreal? I wanted to see whether or not he had any violations before I considered removing the device.
Yes, Judge, I read the report from March 10th of 2020 to present, and he has no violations. He does have his interlock device with and talks a lot.
Okay. I'll give the state an opportunity to respond.
The state has no objection. We'll defer to the court.
Okay, the court will grant Mr. Villarreal's motion to modify and will order that the device be removed based on the fact that this is his first DWI. It's a Class B and he's had 0 violations for approximately 8 months. Okay, you'll receive an order of removal that'll be emailed to your attorney, Mr. Villarreal, and you'll need that in order to remove the device, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And then, so what are we going to do with the case?
Judge, he is PTD eligible, and we have completed and successfully filed it with the clerk yesterday afternoon. So we're just awaiting review.
All right. Well, now that you're not having a device, I can go a little bit further out. It's taking about 90 days. So let's have you come back, Mr. Villarreal, on January the 25th at 9:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And anything else, Mr. Gonzalez?
Judge, just to be clear, so our previous setting will be null and void and we'll just go with the latest setting, the January 20th.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
that's all I have, Your Honor. May we be excused?
yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Alamia?
Number 49, Edith Obregon.
Yes,
Okay, CR 20-05121-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is a case that we advised the court last time that my client was deported to Mexico. And I think she's connected right now from Mexico. And we had filed a affidavit of non-prosecution that was filed in November of 2020 from the victim, asking the case to be dismissed. And that's what we have in this case.
So you filed a motion to dismiss when?
Well, there was an affidavit of non-prosecution filed, Judge.
Okay, I think the last time they couldn't find it. So I don't know if Mr. Sosa and Mr. Ramirez can check. Have you all, did the affidavit of non-prosecution make its way to the file at some point? Because I had, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Judge. Are we on the theft of property, CR 20-05121?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't see anything saved to our system as to an affidavit of non-prosecution.
We hadn't seen anything. The last time they didn't see it either. Mr. Alamia, do you have a date as to when that ANP was filed?
November 20th?
Of last year?
Yes.
Okay, do you all see anything on November 20th of last year?
There's nothing on Odyssey, Your Honor.
But was that something that was e-filed on their own or given to the DA's office?
No, we filed it, Judge, by email.
Okay.
If I may, Judge, an affidavit of non-prosecution has to be filled out at our office.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether we're able to make exceptions. I'm sure it's been done before, but 90% of the time 99% of the time we have it done here at the office.
Okay, so that's the issue, Mr. Alamia, that when it's e-filed through the clerk's office, it's not accepted by the DA's office. The person has to go into the DA's office and sign their A&P. However, if you want to ask if they'll accept that affidavit of non-prosecution, then that's different. Then that way they can announce. But honestly, I haven't seen that happen in the 10 months, but it's only been 10 months.
Well,
So
my client's deported, Judge. She can't come back.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like your circumstances are different.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to make some time to speak to well, Ms. Lozano's not going to be back until I think the beginning of next year. So who is your acting misdemeanor chief right now?
Juan Arevalo?
Okay. So you'd probably have to speak to Mr. Arevalo.
Okay.
So I'll give you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Arevalo to see if he's going to accept that A&P that you e-filed last year.
Okay.
All right, so just come back on December the 2nd at 9:30. And between now and then, please speak to Mr. Arevalo about it.
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay? All right, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Garcia?
Good morning, Judge. Number 68 on your docket, Your Honor, Selena Rios. She's logged on, Your Honor. Her screen says Selena R.
Okay. CR 21-02-582-I. Ms. Rios, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Well, Judge, we're set for a status today. My client, this is an assault case, Your Honor. The victim in this matter is her husband. There's an appointment with the DA's office on November 4th for him to fill out an affidavit of non-prosecution in this matter, Your Honor. So we're just requesting some more time to allow that to happen and then the DA's to process that.
Okay, so he's gonna be going in on the 4th. We can go ahead and squeeze her in on November 9th at 9:30 then.
Very well, Your Honor.
Hopefully it's done by then.
Very well.
And if I may, Your Honor, either way this goes, we're still gonna have the anger management as one of the recs. So if they can get done by, from now till then, that'd be excellent, so we can get this case moving.
Okay.
Okay,
The one of the issues we have, Your Honor, that my client, she's present today. She does work the night shift, 12-hour shifts, Your Honor. She from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Just to bear in mind that she does have some sort of scheduling conflicts at times, but we'll make every effort to get everything accomplished by the 9th.
okay. Well, if she's gonna work that day at 9:30, I can go ahead and see her at 1:30.
Okay, Judge.
All right. So it'll be November 9th at 1:30. And I think that anger management class, correct me, I don't know, Ms. Soto, it's on, is it online?
There are some vendors, Judge, that do offer it online. She would have to call the list and find out who offers it online.
Okay.
And that way she can do it at her convenience when she's awake. Okay. Anything else?
That's all we have, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you. Likewise. Ms. Garza?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am.
I'm here on number 26, 27, and 28, Judge.
CR 20-00657-I, CR 20-00655-I, CR 20-00656-I, State of Texas versus Felix Garza. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, I think our announcement has always been that we are going to be going to trial on this case, Judge.
Okay, so I believe we were pending a report on his mobile device. Ms. Soto, do we have it?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobile device this March started. There's no violations.
Okay.
He'd had violations before, Judge, but it was because his monitoring was not functioning correct, and so he had to go and get a new device.
Is Mr. Garza in? Oh, he's on the screen. There he is.
Yes, he's there, Judge.
Okay, and were you going to proceed with your motion to suppress that you have on file?
No, Judge. I don't think we need a motion to suppress, Judge. I think we just need a trial on this case.
Okay, so then what we'll, since he has a device, we'll come back on December the 14th, only to check status. And I do have those dates, Ms. Garza, like I announced before, but let us just verify. I may even be able to give them to you on the 14th, but we'll know. I'll try. But if not, we do already have a calendar for our trial settings for next year. We just are going to make sure that we can give those dates out.
Okay, Judge. Judge, if I need a pretrial hearing, I will let you know, Judge. At this point, we don't need one.
Okay. All right, then we'll see you back here on December 14th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Garza.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Jalili?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have two matters before the court this morning. The first is number 18 on the court's criminal docket.
CR 21-03898-I, State of Texas versus Sydney Escobar. Ms. Escobar present?
She is
Yes,
present under
ma'am.
Abby Escobar, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's the announcement?
There is a felony pending out of the same transaction that I believe is still an intake, Your Honor.
Okay, can the state verify whether it's still at intake or has it been assigned a cause number?
I show that it was rejected, Your Honor.
Even better.
Uh-huh. Don't you just like it when you get good news? Okay, so you might, you can verify that, but right now it's showing that that indictment was rejected. So does she only have this pending then?
As of now, yes, I believe so. I would just be asking for a short reset so that I may try to take care of the pending case.
Okay, so right now, do you want me to keep you on the status docket or do you want to be on the plea docket?
We can stay on the status for now, Your Honor, while I find out what needs to be done to dispose of the case.
Okay, December 2nd at 9:30. And then that way you can find out. I don't know if she would even be PTD POM eligible because of that other arrest, or are you that arrest, was it out of this transaction, or was that felony supposed to come out of a different transaction?
It is my understanding, the same transaction, Your Honor.
That's
Okay.
correct, Your Honor.
Well, then you might want to look into it then.
Yes, I'll have that conversation with the state, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so we'll see you back here, Mrs. Escobar, on December 2nd at 9:30.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Mr. Cantu?
Your Honor, I actually have one more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This
Didn't mean
is,
to hurry you out of here.
no problem. This is number 60 on the court docket, Your Honor.
Okay. As it gets closer to lunchtime, I get a little foggy. No.
It happens to all of us.
Okay, CR 21-06435-I, Gustavo Perez Gonzalez. Mr. Perez Gonzalez, are you present?
Presente.
Okay, and go ahead.
He does need the services of an interpreter, Your Honor. I just received a recommendation from the state late yesterday afternoon. Mr. Pedro Gonzalez is PTD eligible. We just need some time to get that application filled out and submitted, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Soto, are you showing that he has a device?
No, Judge, I'm not.
Okay. All right, so then I'll go ahead, and how much time are you requesting?
30 days should be enough to submit, Your Honor.
Okay, December. Does he have all the requirements for the PTD packet though?
I
Like the
believe he
license?
may, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, then December 2nd at 9:30, and if you can get that in before that date, that would be great, please.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Perez Gonzalez know that he's to return on December 2nd at 9:30 and to please stay in close contact with his attorney.
Mr. Pérez González, su próxima corte es el día 2 de diciembre a las 9:30 de la mañana y por favor se mantiene en contacto con su abogado.
Ok, perfecto, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay,
And now that is all I have before the court, Your Honor. May I be excused?
yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Mr. Cantu?
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have lucky number 7, Judge, on the docket.
There you go.
Ashley
Okay.
Campos.
CR 1901746-I. Miss Ashley Campos, are you present?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, counselor.
Judge, the last time we were here, Your Honor, we announced that we were going to be submitting a pretrial diversion application. Your Honor, we've yet to do so, Your Honor. The main reason being is that Ms. Campos is having a lot of difficulty obtaining her driver's license. I've told her, I've informed her that that's a requirement before we submit the PTD application, and it seems like she's not eligible to get a driver's license until about April of 2022. So, Your Honor, that's the issue that we're having, Judge. I guess I would ask the court to maybe set this up for maybe a pretrial, Judge. I can discuss this issue with the state. And if it turns out that, I can't get that driver's license issue resolved, then we'll have to seek, another option, perhaps get a recommendation from the state.
And
Okay.
alternatively, if I may just.
Sure, go ahead.
The state is offering a standard deferred adjudication recommendation. So if she can't do PTD for whatever reason, that'll be on the table.
Okay. So I'll give you an opportunity to discuss it with her. And what is the holdup with her driver's license? Is it tickets, or does she need to take the test again?
Yes, Your Honor. No, I think it's tickets, Judge. I think that.
Okay.
I think that's the issue.
Okay, so Ms. Campos, do you already have a list of all your outstanding tickets and where you owe that money to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is the total that is owed on all those tickets?
It's around 1,400.
Okay, so then are you working right now?
Not right now, but I am going back to work.
Okay, do you already have a job lined up or,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, when do you start working?
I'm gonna say approximately in the next 2 weeks. I was working, but I got a layoff, so I'm going back right now. I'm in the
Okay, so they're
process.
calling you back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then these entities that you owe these tickets to, are they local entities or are they out of Hidalgo County?
Out of Hidalgo County, ma'am.
Okay, so, you'll need time, okay. This is what we'll do for right now. I'm gonna give your attorney an opportunity to discuss options with you and with the state, number one. Number two, once you go back to work, I expect that in about 30 days or so, you might be getting your first paycheck, okay? So I need for you to be in touch with these agencies and just start giving a little bit at a time, okay? And see if they'll accept a little bit. I mean, I know we did when I was a municipal court judge. The city, of course, just wants some money, right? So that they can start showing that payment has been made. You're probably already in collections. So you need to make sure to see that you're paying the right people, because you may not pay to the city. You may be paying to the agency or the law firm that is doing the collections for those entities. So I want you to be paying a little bit at a time, and I'm going to give you some time because you don't have an apparatus. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of time. So I'm going to see you before the end of the year on December the 14th at 9:30. Between now and then, I want you to keep in touch with your attorney and let him know how much you've been able to pay and who you've paid. And I just want to see some progress from you. And I can't set you out too far out, because then I'm not going to be able to keep too much. In other words, I need to, in all honesty, keep a little bit of your feet to the fire. Because if I set you too far out, you're probably not going to pay it till right before, like in 2022. You know what I mean? But if you pay a little bit at a time, even if it's a little bit, do what you can and just do a little bit of progress, okay? Because you do need to clear that up in order to get your driver's license, and they're not going to accept your packet unless you have a driver's license.
Okay.
And who knows, maybe something will happen. You could win the lottery between now and then you don't even have to worry about it, okay? So, all right, so we'll go ahead and see her back here on December the 14th at 9:30, Mr. Cantu, and then let's just see if she's been able to start making payments between now and then.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. That's all I have, Judge.
All right, good luck, Ms. Campos.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, Ms. Garza?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have Alfonso Ramirez, he is present, he's number 61.
Okay.
And he does need the services of an interpreter, Judge.
All right, CR 20-00890-I, Alfonso Ramirez. Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask him to announce himself?
Alfonso Ramírez, por favor, se anuncia.
I believe he's muted, Judge.
Okay, let me see. Oh, yes. Okay. It's okay. You recognize him, I recognize him, so go ahead.
Yes, on this case, this is one where he is a DWI court candidate, but we are waiting for his license, Judge. He is suspended until January 7th. So we're asking for more time.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Ramirez?
He has his analog device with Smart Start, Judge. There's no violations.
Okay. Okay. All right, so he has 0 violations. I'll have him come back on December the 14th. I know it's going to be the same announcement, but just so that I can keep track of the interlock device. And then after that, we'll give him the setting of probably the end of January. So it'll give him time, or the beginning of February, to give him time to get the license back, pay the reinstatement fee, and then apply to DWI court.
Yes, Judge, I'll go ahead and explain that to him.
Okay. I don't think, so he'll come back on December the 14th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge. I also have number 72.
Okay.
Wendoli Romo, and she is also present. I think she's under Wendoli's phone or iPhone.
CR 21-02-324-I. Okay, and Ms. Romo, can you announce yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
On this case, Judge, she did pay her PTD fee, and I do have her paperwork here, Judge. I just received it yesterday, so we are asking for a week or 2 weeks so that I can submit that paperwork.
Okay, and so the next setting would be for placement then?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, November 16th at 1:30.
Okay, Judge, that's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
You certainly may, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Romo, you're excused as well.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Trejo?
Good morning, Judge. I have two cases today. The first case is number 46 on your docket, State of Texas versus Vianney Munoz. She's present in my office. She's also in. This is CR-20070773I. We're asking for a continuance, Your Honor. We were waiting on an occupational driver's license to apply for the PTD program or DWI court, and we have the occupational license. My client has signed all the documents for the PTD program, so I will be submitting that today.
Okay. Ms. Munoz, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. All right, so Mr. Trejo, then we'll do December the 2nd at 9:30, and let's see if you receive an answer by then.
December 2nd, Judge?
Yes. You think you'll have an answer by then? How long are they taking?
It'll probably be longer than that, Judge.
Well, we can do the 14th, but that's as far out as I'll go.
I think I have a setting on the 14th with you, Judge, so the 14th would work better for me.
Okay, December 14th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. And I also have number 76.
CR 21-03-069-I, Eder Silva. Is Mr. Silva present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please turn your camera on. There you go. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, in this case, there's a new DWI, and I don't believe it's been filed. I could be wrong. I don't believe it's been filed, so we're asking for additional time so that that new case can come in.
Okay, does the state show if it's already been filed?
Still an intake, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's still at intake. We'll go ahead and come back on this one too on December the 14th.
Thank you, Judge. And that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, you certainly may.
Have a good day, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, good morning, Judge. I have two cases today. The first case, Judge, is number 38 on your docket, Gaspar Iracheta.
Okay. CR 21-05-474-I, Gaspar Iracheta. Will you please announce yourself?
Judge, she's not on Zoom, Your Honor. Her family called us this morning, Judge, very early, that she's in Port Arthur and does not have service, Judge.
Port Arthur has service. Why doesn't she get on?
Her family called us, Judge.
I know, but why wouldn't she get on? Port Arthur has service.
Apparently there was some service issues over there, Judge, in Port Arthur.
No, tell her to call in. I don't require the defendants to be, if they really can't get on Zoom or figure out Zoom, they can call in. So if the family was able to find out that she did not have service, somehow they found out. So they contacted, they either called or not. So she can call in. She has until the end of the docket to call the number for Zoom that's on your email.
Okay, just let me try to get a hold of
And
her.
also on that one, You also need to file your motion for substitution of counsel and your notice of appearance.
Okay, just let me go ahead and prepare that right now.
Okay, and what's your next case? Give me one
Julian.
moment. Who is Olvin Ricardo Castro Ortega? Can you hear me? Okay. Hold on.
Hello.
English speaking or Spanish? Inglés o español?
Yeah. Señor
Sorry?
Castro, levántese, por favor. No esté acostado. Siéntese bien.
Yeah, I mean, he's like
Respeto
living
a la
the
corte,
life.
por favor.
All right. Okay, what's your next case, Mr. Arredondo?
It's number nine on your docket, Judge, Julian Carlos.
Okay. And is he present?
He was present earlier, Judge. He should be on Zoom.
Julian Carlos, CR 1815478-I. Mr. Carlos, please announce yourself. Mr. Carlos? I don't see anybody on by that name.
Judge, he was on Zoom earlier, Judge. Let me just text him as well, Judge, to be on Zoom.
Okay, I'll recall you as soon as you get back on.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Osorio?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. That is my client, Mr. Olvin Ricardo Ortega Castro. Judge, I apologize for that. And he will be requiring services of an interpreter this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, and what number is that?
EA is number 10, Judge. I apologize. CR 21-05830-I.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, I received a recommendation. My client is PTD eligible, Your Honor. So I would just like an opportunity to continue and review those conditions with my client, Your Honor. I do anticipate that is the route we will be seeking, Judge, but I just need a little bit of time to confer with my client, Judge, thoroughly.
Okay. And do you know if he obtained his device? He's having some trouble with he sounded far away.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. I do believe he does have it installed, Judge.
All right. Let me see. Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask Mr. Ortega Castro if he has obtained his mobile device?
Mr. Ortega Castro, ¿ya obtenió su dispositivo de alcohol?
Tell him he's on mute.
No he podido comprarlo allá porque no he trabajado. Entonces no tengo ni vehículo ahorita para ir a trabajar. Entonces ya cuando ya tenga, entonces yo voy a ir a comprarlo ya el dispositivo ese.
Okay, tell him it's not when he wants to do it. I ordered him to do it by a date certain, and he needed to have already had it done.
Mr. Ortega Castro, no es cuando usted dice, es cuando yo le ordené.
Sí.
And when was the date that he was supposed to obtain it by? Can somebody tell me?
Judge, I believe it was instanter. This was that docket that got reset due to technical difficulties.
Oh, that's right.
That is correct, Judge.
So his last setting was on what date when we had that issue?
August 19th.
Okay, so he's had from August 19th to today to get his device. So tell him that he's had since August 19th to today to get that device. And that is what, that's already 45 days.
Mr. Ortega Castro ha tenido desde el 19 de agosto para obtener ese dispositivo. Eso es más de 45 días.
Ajá, entonces no, pues ya pues ahorita voy a ver cómo le hago para ir a comprarlo entonces para ponérmelo eso entonces.
Well, I'm going to see how I'm going to do it to go get it.
He has until Monday. If not, he is to appear in person on Tuesday.
Tiene hasta el lunes y si no, el martes tiene que venir en persona.
And that I will take him into custody.
Y lo podemos meter en la custodia.
No, lo voy a poner.
Lo van a meter en custodia.
Ah, okay.
Ok, está bien.
So, Mr. Osorio, your client has until Monday to get that device. If not, I will incarcerate him on Tuesday.
Yes, Judge. Understood clearly.
Ask him for his number, please, Ms. Castañeda.
¿Qué es su número de teléfono?
Es el 956-257-4848.
956-257-4848.
And tell him that when the probation department has their first opportunity, they're gonna contact him with a list of vendors.
Cuando ahorita que tenga tiempo la señora del departamento de probation, lo va a contactar con una lista de los vendedores del dispositivo.
Ah, ok, sí, está bien.
Okay.
Judge, just for the record, Judge, I did make contact with him back in August. He doesn't have an email address. I did mail him the vendor list. I've been trying to get a hold of him by phone and he does not return my phone calls.
Okay, tell him that the probation department mailed him the list of vendors and they've been calling him and he hasn't been answering.
Mr. Ortega Castro, el departamento de probation le mandó por carta la lista de los vendedores y le ha estado llamando y usted no contesta.
Ah, es porque el teléfono está, porque ahorita estaba internado por el COVID, no, el teléfono no lo tenía yo en mano hasta que me lo trajeron porque ya me habían dicho que ya hoy tenía corte, entonces por eso es que no tenía contacto yo con él.
I didn't have my phone. They just brought the phone to me that I had court today.
Okay, Mr. Osorio, please have a conversation with him because all I'm hearing is excuses. And if he really values his freedom, then he needs to do what he has to do in order to stay on this side versus the other side.
Yes,
So
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Castañeda, let him know that his attorney is going to be contacting him soon with some instructions.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ortega Castro, su abogado va a estar en contacto con usted pronto con instrucciones.
Ah, ok, está bueno, sí, está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Ok, sorry.
Hope it's fine. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning, Your Honor.
Okay.
Excuse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Castañeda, tell him that he may be excused.
Mr. Ortega Castro se puede retirar.
Ah, ok, bueno, gracias.
Thank you.
Will the gentleman on Julian's phone get out of bed, sir, please? Julian's iPhone. That guy's asleep.
He's asleep.
Where is he?
Right there.
Julian's iPhone.
He doesn't have audio.
No, he doesn't.
Hold on. Okay. Mr. Fernandez, go ahead.
Good morning, Judge. I have 7475 on your docket. Elizabeth Sanchez.
Okay. CR 20-00553-I and CR 18-06003-I. Okay, and what is the announcement?
Judge, we're just asking to be placed on the trial docket.
Okay. All right, Ms. Soto, do you have an updated report on Ms. Sanchez?
Yes, Judge, she does have a mobile device with sober since. She just had 2 missed tests. At the last hearing that we were here, she was having issues with her phone. Her face was not visible. She did trade in her phone, got a new one. That is fixed now. I can see her face, but she did end up with 2 missed tests.
Okay. Elizabeth Sanchez, can you announce yourself? Elizabeth Sanchez?
I'm right here, Judge, sorry.
Okay. Ms. Sanchez, do you recall why you missed those 2 missed tests? Is it the testing window? I see you have a newborn.
Yeah, I have an infant. It was, I overslept. I was just tired, so I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so do your best to do the alarms. I know with a newborn, right, it's very difficult because you're literally, you know, you're sleeping when they sleep, they're awake, you know, so you need some adjustments on those testing windows to be more realistic with your schedule, please contact Ms. Soto so she can work with you on that, okay?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I did call her and I did let her know that I fixed my phone and my camera started working. So, I mean, I fixed all of that. So I told her, I'm like, I'm really trying.
Okay, and what's your phone number, Ms. Hutchins?
It's gonna be 956-240-5298.
Okay. All right, come back on December the 14th at 9:30. And if we're ready at that point to give you the trial settings and we can release it, I'll give it to you. If not, it'll be at the next setting.
Sounds real good, Judge. Nothing further, may we be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Rigney? John Rigney?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge. I have Hillary Hernandez, number 35 on the docket.
All right, CR 1712992-I, Hillary Hernandez. Ms. Hernandez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, we've just been waiting for a trial, a jury trial docket whenever they resume, Judge. I announced that, I think, last month, but we're just checking it again.
Okay, and so let me see. Does she have a device?
I don't believe she does, Judge.
Ms. Soto, do you show her having a device?
No, Judge, I don't.
Ms. Hernandez, do you have a device?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. All right, so
And this
trial
was
settings.
sorry, Your Honor. I'm just saying it's a Class B misdemeanor. There's no wreck. There's no blood alcohol level.
No, she's a Class A. This is her driving. This is her second.
Oh, this is a Class A?
Yes, she has a Class
Okay,
A
Judge.
driving while intoxicated second.
Okay, Judge. Sorry about that. I thought it would be.
Okay, so, but it was in 2017 or so. I think her arrest date was in 2016, so it was before the statute.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, okay. So we'll resume with trial settings in our court probably at the end of May or the beginning of June. However, she doesn't have an apparatus, so I'll allow her to come back on January the 25th at 9:30, at which time I should be able to give you your pre-trial and trial settings.
Thank you, Judge, very much. That's all before the court, if we may be excused.
Yes, you certainly may.
Thanks, Judge. Stay safe.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Barbosa?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here, number 19 on the court's docket.
CR 21-01160-I, Antonio Espinosa. Is Mr. Espinosa present?
He should be on, Judge. I saw him earlier as Antonio.
Antonio Espinosa, are you present?
Right here. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, Judge. We're just asking for a reset. We're currently working out a deal with the felony in the 275th District Court, Judge. I believe we're set for a plea on November 10th, so we could get a hearing date anytime after the 10th, Your Honor. We think we're going to be able to work this case out with the felony, Judge.
November 16th. Do you want a plea setting or a status setting?
A status, Judge. We're hoping that this will get dismissed with a felony. We think so. We're just waiting on the paperwork for the state.
November 16th at 9:30. If it does get dismissed with the felony, let my staff know so that we can take it off the docket.
We will. Thank you so much, Judge. May we be excused.
Yes, you may. Okay, Mr. Osuna?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 58 on the court's docket, CR 21-04761I, State of Texas versus Damian Perales. Mr. Perales, please unmute yourself and turn on your camera, please. And just,
Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Perales is eligible for PTD. Please mute yourself back, Mr. Perales. He's eligible for PTD, at least in theory, but some of the requirements appear to be cost prohibitive for him. His case does have some promise as far as trial goes. A happy median might be deferred if the state is willing to stipulate that there was no accident, which we have been able to achieve sometimes. In any instance, Your Honor, it's relatively challenging, so we would humbly ask for 45 days, Your Honor. I think we'll know exactly what we're going to do within that time.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, are you showing that Mr. Perales has an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, he has his mobile device with Safeguard Solutions, and his report shows 3 missed tests.
Okay. Mr. Perales, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there an issue with your testing windows as to why you are missing tests?
Yes, ma'am. I'm having, well, I have a son, and well, sometimes he wakes up at night, so I stay up all night, and then since I had to take my first test at 9, I usually don't wake up by that time. I usually wake up like around 12, and like it's just sometimes hard for me, and plus I'm having another child, so I'm having difficult times with my baby mama. So
Okay, don't refer to her as that. With the mother of your child is what you say.
the mother of
Okay.
my child.
Okay, how old is your son that lives with you that you claim to be waking up with at night?
He's barely gonna turn 1 year old tomorrow.
Okay, so look, it's difficult, but a 1-year-old is very different than a newborn. Okay, a newborn wakes up about every 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 if you're lucky. So look, sleeping until noon, not my problem. So make sure that you end up putting an alarm. I don't care if you have to put 3 or 4 of them. All you're gonna do is roll over and blow into your alcohol monitoring device. All right, so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
shouldn't have an issue with that. Stop missing your tests. This is your first warning. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, and I'll go ahead and give you the time. I'll have them come back on December the 14th, just so that you can have enough time, Mr. Osuna,
Yes, Your Honor.
to discuss the options with the state. So it'll be December 14th at 9:30. Mr. Perales, what's your phone number?
956-825-8283.
Okay. All right, anything else?
Not on behalf of Mr. Perales, Your Honor. May Mr. Perales be excused?
Yes, he may.
Thank you.
Okay,
Your Honor, we also have number 79, State of Texas versus Ruben Muniz Velasco. His case number is CR 20-08781I. We are humbly asking to be put on the court's plea docket.
okay. And how much time are you requiring or requesting?
The soonest possible sitting, Your Honor. We'll be ready.
Okay, well, I have Tuesday at 1:30.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report for Mr. Velasco by chance?
Judge, yes, his interlock device is smart started. There's no violations.
Okay. And
And
Mr.
Mr. Ozuna,
Velasco,
I apologize, Your Honor. Mr. Ozuna,
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see the paperwork?
And we've executed it, so we'll get it to you shortly.
Thank you.
Yes.
okay. All right, then we'll see you, Mr. Velasco, on Tuesday, November 2nd at 1:30, sir.
All right, thank you. You have a good
Thank
one.
you. You too.
May
Anything
may
else?
I be excused?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. May we call number 81, State of Texas versus Arnoldo Villaseñor. It's CR 20-05520I. Mr. Villaseñor is present. Arnoldo, can you please acknowledge the court, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, a confrontation by the police in this case was prompted because Mr. Villaseñor was mistaken for a murder suspect. We do not have that report. It would be unusual for a report not to exist because it was a felony stop. Obviously, that can have constitutional implications. We took that issue up with Ms. Longoria, and she is going to reach out to the agency. Additionally, we always request videos on DWIs as a matter of course. It's unclear to me whether we had requested 1 week ago, but in any instance, I sent out another one within the last week. I do see that the DA received it 3 days ago. So we're just asking for time, Your Honor, so we can continue to investigate. We would humbly ask for 30 days if possible.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Villaseñor?
He has his mobile device with safety check and he has no violations.
Okay. Sure. Did you want the December 14th setting or you want to come in on December 2nd?
December 14th, Your Honor, if possible.
Okay, December 14th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no further business, Your Honor. May I be excused, please?
Yes, Mr. Villaseñor, may I have a phone number for you, please, sir?
956-257-2615.
Okay, thank you, sir, and we'll see you December 14th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sahadi?
Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Here, number 57 on the docket, CR 20-0535-I, William Peña. Judge, I took a position with the Public Defender's Office, filed a motion to withdraw this morning, and just seeking a little bit of guidance from the court. I don't know how the court may want to handle that.
Okay, so is Mr. Peña present for today?
Yes, ma'am, he is present.
Okay. William Peña.
I believe he's still muted, Judge.
Okay, do you, where?
Hello?
Oh, there he is. Okay,
Hello.
yes,
Judge.
I see it. Okay, so, and at that time, Mr. Sahadi, were you retained or appointed?
No, Judge, I was appointed.
Okay. And when did you file your motion to withdraw?
I filed it this morning. I thought I had filed it yesterday, but I inadvertently put in the wrong cause number, so it was rejected,
Okay.
but I refiled it this morning, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Peña, your attorney is having to withdraw from this case. Are you requesting that a new attorney be appointed?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, Ms. Rivera or someone from my staff, can you let me know who's next on the wheel?
Yes, Judge. The next person on the wheel is Rudy Canche.
Okay. Your new attorney is Rudy Canche. Mr. Canche will receive all the information and he'll go ahead and contact you as soon as possible, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna have you, do we have a report on Mr. Peña's device?
Judge, he just obtained his interlock device on October the 12th. So there's no report yet until he goes to download on November the 17th.
Okay, so then we'll have him come back on November the 30th at 9:30. So Mr. Peña, it's November 30th at 9:30, okay? And we'll let your new attorney know.
Yes, ma'am. Is it, do I, on the phone again?
Yes, sir. It'll be
Yes,
just
ma'am.
the same way you did now, okay?
Okay, ma'am, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and best wishes to you, Mr. Sahadi.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. What was your announcement?
Yes, Judge. Our client Julian Carlos, he's present on Zoom now, Judge.
Oh, I think he was the one asleep. So I'm gonna let him in now because I wasn't gonna have him in here all asleep.
Thank you, Judge.
See, he's in bed. You need to tell your clients not to be in bed. And he hasn't even connected to audio. He fell back to sleep. I should just issue a warrant for his arrest. Maybe that'll teach him how to sit up and be dressed. I'm not going to take his announcement like that, okay? So either he comes on at 1:30. You need to come on at 1:30 with him, Mr. Arredondo. Have a talk with him and have him ready and decent. My staff will email you the link for 1:30, okay? You're on mute.
Okay, Judge, I will be logged on at 1:30, Judge, and then also for Gaspari Racheta, once again, Judge, I called him from my personal cell phone 3 times. It goes straight to voicemail, Judge. His family, I called his family. His wife is located here in McAllen. She did say that he is working next to the C, Judge, so that's the reason why there's no service where he's at, Judge.
Okay, but my thing is that you all do inform your clients that they have court and that they need to be at a location where they're able to call in or make themselves available to Zoom, via Zoom, or come into your office. I mean, I'm trusting that you all, as officers of the court, do that, and I'm sure you do.
Yes,
So what makes him different than anybody else? I mean, he needs to, hold on. Yeah, your client, Mr. Carlos, never did connect to audio. So that's what I want to give you a quick reset to Tuesday, and he needs to be available at that time.
I'll make sure he's present on Zoom next time.
What number was that?
That's number 38 on your docket.
Hold on. And that'll be on Tuesday at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. I will see you this afternoon.
All right, call your other client, please, and tell him, because he keeps trying to come back in. I'm not gonna let him in.
Okay, Judge, I will go ahead and call him right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Capello?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, my apologies in case the case was called earlier. I let your staff know I was gonna be in another court.
No, I haven't called it.
Okay, I have number 59 on your docket, Judge, State of Texas versus Jessica Bettis, CR 19-14702-I, County Court of Law number 9.
Okay, and is Miss Bettis present?
Yes, Judge, I've been texting her back and forth. She's present she should be present.
Yes,
there,
I
Ms. Bettis?
see her. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Well, Judge, I think we can wrap this case up. Your order was for her to take anger management classes, which she completed. She has her certificate, and her significant other, which is the father of her child, filed an affidavit of non-prosecution.
Okay, can the state please confirm that you've received the ANP and that you have the certificate of completion?
I have not received the certificate of completion, and we do have the ANP on file. But I did speak with the victim, and the state is reluctant to continue with dropping it at this time, but we can consider it later. So we need a little more time to discuss it with the attorney.
With which attorney? With the defense counsel?
With defense counsel, yes.
Your Honor, I understand from Ms. Bettis that the victim in the case and her are on friendly terms. They're co-parenting the child. They're spending time together with the child. There's been no issues. She did text me a picture of the certificate of completion. She's going to forward that to me via email, and I can forward it to the DA's office, Judge, to the gentleman that's on the screen.
Okay, I'll give you an opportunity to discuss it, but it was my understanding that if the ANP was filed and she completed the anger management course, that the state was going to be dismissing this case. So
That was my understanding as well, Judge.
yeah, so Mr. Ramirez, I don't know if you need to speak to the former ADA in this court or what, but I'll give you all an opportunity to discuss it. So you'll come back on December the 2nd at 9:30 and let me know how we're gonna be disposing of it.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll forward that certificate of completion to Mr. Ramirez, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bettis, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. I have no further business before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Munoz?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Attorney Jonathan Munoz, and I am appearing on behalf of Ms. Tanya Ramirez, and I have two cases, docket number 16, Sara Marie Cruz, and also docket number 77, Luis Daniel Torres. Unfortunately, I do not see either of them here. We did reach out to them. I even spoke to Mr. Torres's, is that? Oh, sorry, that's not them. Sister and Miss Cruz's son, as early as yesterday. We texted them the Zoom information, and we have not heard, and they're not here.
Okay, Sarah Cruz, and Luis Torres. Well, we'll give them till the end of the docket, but Miss Cruz already had one NISI that was recalled because she hadn't shown up either after your office had contacted her. And then on Mr. Torres, he did he did reactivate his device I just
Yes.
need to run the report with him. So we'll call him at the end of the docket, and if they don't come, we'll have to NICI them. Okay?
All right.
Thank
And,
you,
all
Mr. Munoz.
right, and so may I be excused?
Yes, you'll be excused.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ramirez, Dennis Ramirez,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning.
This is going to be on number 23 on your docket.
CR 200992-I, Benjamin Garcia. Mr. Garcia, will you please turn your camera on? Benjamin Garcia.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, I've conferred with the state and we're talking about this client. I've also visited with him. We will be submitting a PTD application, so I will need a reset date to visit with my client to complete that process.
Okay. Anything from the state?
We'll wait the PDD application.
Okay, December 14th at 9:30, Mr. Ramirez.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further may be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay. Attorney AJ Garcia?
May I be excused, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
We're here on a status. I believe I have 51 through 55. Mr.
Okay.
Palacios.
CR 1904948-I, CR 2011961-I, CR 211962-I, CR 21056663-I, and CR 210564-I. State of Texas versus Eolices Palacios. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we were here just for the last status on a drug patch. I believe you wanted him to come back with it. We're under the impression that it would be removed after today's hearing. I had contacted Miss Soto with probation. I'm not sure if she has anything to add to this.
Okay, Ms. Soto, we were just awaiting his last patch drug results. Do you have those?
Yes, Judge, they're negative.
Okay, great. All right, so the court will order that the drug patch be removed from Mr. Palacios, and I expect that Mr. Palacios will continue to stay drug-free.
Yes, Judge. I believe we're going to be taking care of this with an ADR, Judge, just to give you the heads up.
Okay, so Mr. Palacios, do you still have a patch on right now?
No, I do not, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, I told you not to get any more until we got this. Okay, so you've been negative. You've come a long way from the beginning. Please continue on this path, okay, Ulises?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, all right, Mr. Garcia, I'll give you an opportunity to do that, and then just let's come back on December the 14th before the end of the year, and let's see where we're at.
No problem, Judge. December 14th.
At 9:30.
9:30. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
We have nothing further. Can we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Gonzalez, Savannah Gonzalez, are you ready?
I'm ready, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning. What
Sorry, I
number?
dropped you. It's two cases, Judge, same defendant. That is numbers 36 and 37.
CR 20-74116-I, CR 21-00163-I. Victor Hernandez, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we are submitting a PTD application. We need a UA letter from the DA's office so that we can submit all of that together, and then we should be ready just once we get a decision.
Okay, so since the UA letter is for same day, is Mr. Hernandez able to do his UA today?
He lives in Cameron County, Judge. If I can get one for next week, that would probably be better.
If you would kindly, Savannah, just email us and we'll get that to you. Just let us know when he's able to.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Hernandez, I need for you to please contact your attorney and let her know what day you are available. The UA letter is only good for that day.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so then, let me see. let's see, then let's go ahead and come back on December the 14th at 9:30.
You said the
Because I
14th,
believe-
ma'am?
Yes. Okay, anything else?
Not on this defendant, Judge. I believe that's all I had as well on your docket. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good day, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Likewise, Mr. Sanchez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got number 34, I believe, is the number on your docket. Maria Elena Guajardo.
CR 20-05045-I. Okay, and what is the announcement?
Judge, we had applied for the pretrial diversion program and she was accepted. And we submitted the contract and plea papers to the prosecutor, but it was emailed this morning. So I can't tell the court that it's ready to go. I'm just giving the background of what's going on.
So what was turned in today how did you know that she was accepted if you just turned it in today?
No, not the application, Your Honor. We submitted the PTD plea paperwork to the prosecutor. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Honor, I think confirm we received it, but the state still needs time to review it, and he filed it.
And so then, and what about her payment letter and the UA letter?
All of that should have been completed, Judge.
Hold on. So does the state show that payment has been accepted?
I can confirm that, yes. We have receipt of it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So then when will she be ready for placement?
As soon as possible, Your Honor. It shouldn't take me long to review it and he filed it.
Okay, then Tuesday at 1:30. November 2nd at 1:30. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Guajardo, we'll see you on November 2nd at 1:30, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Stay safe.
Likewise. Okay, your next case?
Judge, I believe that's all I have on your docket. Thank you for the courtesy of recalling us.
No, you have another one. Hold on. Oh, no, you don't. It's not yours. Hold on, let me double check because I could have sworn I saw another one. I may have been looking at something else.
I'm happy to assist the court if there's a lawyer that needs me to make an announcement, Your Honor.
Okay. No, that's all then. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good day.
Okay, likewise. Mr. Cantu, have you had any contact with your attorney?
I haven't spoken to him today. I spoke to the assistant.
Okay, did anybody let you know whether or not Mr. Munoz would be getting on?
She told me that he was gonna be on, that he had another court after mine, but I think mine was gonna be first, but I haven't seen him.
Okay, can somebody contact Mr. Munoz's office and see if he's getting on right now? Okay, let me see if they're getting on. Just be on standby. Okay, who is on the LG Aristo? Sir? Okay, what is your name?
It's Reynaldo Sainz, ma'am.
Okay, and who is your attorney?
I don't have one. I was representing myself. I had my case dismissed, but I had to do some anger management classes. They just told me to, I guess they were gonna check up on my status on that.
Okay, did you do your anger management classes?
I haven't done it, ma'am. It's because I got unemployed in June because my job got permanently closed and I didn't have that much funds. But I recently got another job full time. I think in the end of September, beginning October. So I'm barely started to work already. I just need to get back on my feet so I can pay off my little back pays that I had to for my rent and all that. So now I'm gonna start looking into the classes to see what I can do about it because I work from 9 to 4, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
And sir, you're not asking for an attorney to be appointed to you?
I didn't know if I needed one or not because it's just the classes that I guess I just gotta do.
Yes, but you also then have to submit some paperwork.
Oh, can I get an appointed lawyer then or?
Okay, who's next on the wheel?
Just give me 1 second. Judge, next on the wheel would be Desiree Dietz or Dietz.
Okay, so Miss Dietz will receive your information. Mr. Sines, what's your phone number?
It's 956-650-8845.
Okay. Those anger management classes, when was the last time that Mr. Sines was here?
One second, Judge. I logged out of the case.
I think it was August 19.
Okay.
Judge, yes, August
Correct.
19th for his arraignment.
All right, so you've also had 45 days to take the class, Mr. Sines.
Yes.
So, I mean, and that class, I don't even know what the fee is. I think it's like around $40 or something like that. And you do it online according, and if you were employed, you had all that time. I don't even think you looked into it.
Well, I looked into it, but some were charging me like $400 or $500 and like 50, I think, up front.
Did you receive the list from the probation department, or did you contact the probation department to ask
Oh,
them?
they have sent me a link on the email.
Those classes are not that expensive. This is gonna be your final opportunity. I mean, if you don't have it done by the time your next setting, I will arrest you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
December 2nd at 9:30. Your attorney will contact you between now and then to help you finish out your case. You need to get with her when she contacts you so that you can go over those anger management courses.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Anything else?
Nah, that was it, ma'am.
All right, you're dismissed.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Okay, Mr. Cantu, my staff is telling me that Mr. Munoz should be logging in shortly. So we'll go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come on to see if he gets on, okay?
Okay,
All right.
just
Mr. Cantu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Cantu, I appreciate your patience. I got in contact with your attorney. Get with them. They're gonna have you log in this afternoon. I'm not sure what the confusion was or anything like that, but I do know that they're gonna be checking also your mobile device if you have one, if I'm not mistaken. But get with them. They do have the link, and Judge is aware. I know she's away from her desk right now, but we are
Okay.
cognizant of the fact that you've been on this morning. Okay, but just get
Okay,
with them,
so-
and they'll send you the link
Okay, so then I have to log back in later on today
at 1:30.
at 1:30. Okay,
Yes.
all right, man.
Okay,
Thank
and I'm so sorry. Thank you.
That's fine.
Okay, everybody ready?
Ready, Judge.
Okay. Let me get back on the docket. We're back on the record, and let me go over the cases. So, one moment. Okay, we're back on the record, and let me make sure, Mr. Ramirez, Mr. Sosa, are you all back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, right here. I was stabbing something with Carlos.
Okay, can you please get your cameras on? Okay, so number 3, okay, I'm sorry, number 2, Benjamin Jaime Garcia. Does Mr. Ramirez need to be appointed to this case as well? Or has he already been, was he retained?
Judge, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was appointed, and I know that there's a waiver that's pending. I'm gonna double check with Mr. Ramirez just so we can clear the docket, and I know that we are pending that.
Okay, just let him know. Number 3, did anybody call in?
No, Judge.
Okay, and they didn't file a waiver with a proof of a device.
No, Judge, and this defendant does have number 24 as well. On the docket CR 18-161-41I.
Okay, so make sure you mark that one.
I do see that the felony is set in January, Judge, but it is a DWI that's pending the arraignment.
Okay, number 5.
Number 5, Judge, those were reset administratively.
Okay, number 8 will be moved to afternoon. Number 9 moved to afternoon. What about number 14?
Reset, Judge. All Mr. Tijerina's cases were reset for December 2nd.
Okay. Okay, number 16 is a nice side. 24 is the same defendant with a nice side. What about number 29?
I don't have a recent date, Judge. Let me.
Does anybody show if they called in or asked, spoke, or did they call into the state?
I just see here, Judge. It was moved to the 14th of December.
Okay. 32?
Number 32, Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Flores this morning. I'm going to be sending him the link. It's going to be a plea this afternoon. And I'll be sending you the recommendation that they offered, the state offered.
All right. Number 38. Well, we went ahead and moved it. 41 and 42, same defendant?
Yes, ma'am, those were rescheduled to December 2nd as well.
Okay. 45?
I don't have anything, Judge. I'm checking the system. Quickly. No, Judge, I don't have a reset date for that one.
Okay, so nobody called in?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, put that on the list, Mr. Damian.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 77 as well. And that's all I have. Mr. Damian, will you please call out the no-show defendants' names 3 times, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Luis Daniel Torres, Luis Torres, Luis Torres. Janeth Abigail Garcia, Janeth Garcia, Janeth Garcia. Sarah Marie Cruz, Sarah Cruz, Sarah Cruz. Manuel Anselmo Munoz, Manuel Munoz, Manuel Munoz. That's all I got, Judge.
Okay, what does the state say of those no-show defendants?
Yes, Your Honor. State requests that a judgment nisi be granted, a KP is issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes today's